Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm MJ, author, financial educator, and a lifelong reader, and this is Lessons from My Library. This is where I take lessons from books that I have read and show how they apply in real life. And this week is personal. The fog I didn't know I was living in. This week we are talking about this book, Emotional Blackmail by Susan Forward. This book didn't just teach me something, it exposed something. And if you ever felt responsible for someone else's emotions, if you ever said yes when your soul was screaming no, if you let fear, obligation, and guilt guide your decision, you may be living in fog. Fog stands for fear, obligation, and guilt. And so that's what this book. When the people in your life use fear, obligation, and guilt to manipulate you. Yes, and I have had people in my life, my mom and my sister. And reading this book shook something in me. I realized I wasn't just being nice. I wasn't just being a good daughter. I wasn't just being a supportive sister. I was operating in fog. Susan Forward writes how emotional blackmailers don't always yell. They don't always threaten. They simply imply, if you love me, you would. Have you heard that before? Or it could be, blood is thicker than water, or family first, or just something like that. And it's truly an eye-opener because I realized that a lot of my decisions in life was attached to that invisible sentence. If you love me, you would help. If you love me, you wouldn't say no. And this is what shook me. Love was being measured by how much discomfort I was willing to endure. That's not love, that's leverage. And when I saw that clearly, I had to make a choice. And here's the lesson. Power is not loud. Power is not aggressive. Power is not disrespectful. Power is clarity without apology. You can love your mother. You can love your sister. You can love your family and still refuse manipulation. You could say, I love you, but that doesn't work for me. You could say, I'm not available for that. You could say, I choose differently, and do so without explaining. One thing I learned is that no is a complete sentence. You do not have to explain. You can just simply say no. If fear, obligation, and guilt controls your emotional decisions, it will control your financial ones too. You will give when you can't afford to. You will overextend. You will undercharge. You will stay in draining partnerships. You will feel responsible for everyone's stability but your own and wonder why you are exhausted. Emotional power is financial power. Y'all, one of the hardest truths I had to face is that I wasn't being controlled. I was participating. Fog only works if you agree to breathe it. And once I saw that, I could not unsee it. And that's when my real power began. So here's the reflection. Where in your life have you been choosing obligation over alignment? Where has guilt been disguising itself as love? And what would change if you choose one boundary this week? You can love them and still choose yourself. It's not rebellion, it's power. So this week's lesson from my library is step out of the fog and step into your power. I see you all next week.